Hello students of class 8, how are you all? Student, today I am going to revise the chapter 12, that is sound. So let me first tell you student, sound. Let you make it familiar about the word from the word sound. There are different types of, you can see sound coming from the moving vehicles, chirping of the bird, talking of your friend, clattering sound of twisted utensils, honking of the horn of the bus. These all are different types of sounds. Sound coming from the flute, sound coming from the drum, sound coming from the guitar, sitar, violin, piano. These are all different types of sound. Though the qualities of the sound are different, but one thing is similar, that sound that is coming from whatsoever object, sound only arises due to vibration. Without sound, the life could be miserable. We can't talk to our friend, neither watching movie without sound, watching any, you can say, play without sound is that we can't understand what the other want to say, or what the theme, or what the concept of the that movie or that program. That means sound is utmost important to know the surrounding of our world. As even there are few sounds which, by regularly hearing, we become familiar with that sound. Just like from very childhood, you are hearing the sound, you are hearing the voice of your father, mother, your brother and sister. So that sound, you become familiar with that sound. It is not necessary to see that who the person is speaking, because you are already familiar with that sound. Without seeing his face, you can understand that father is speaking or your mother is speaking. Understood? Or your any friend is speaking. So, as well as also, if a cat is making a noise of what it sound is, do you have to go and watch properly that from where this meow sound is coming? No, because you very well know that this sound of meow is coming from the cat. So no need to see, okay, from this animal mouth this type of sound is coming. No, because few sound which you regular hear, you become familiar with that sound. So student, sound is all over surrounding us. Vehicles running on the roads, it creates noise, sound. The morning assembly bell rings, the every interval bell rings, every period change when change the bell rings, that is also a sound which you hear in your daily life. The whistle of a pressure cooker, that is also a sound. The barking of the dog, the chirping of the birds, these are all different types of sound which you hear in your day-to-day life, and this all sounds only creates due to vibration. Just like drum, if you will strike a drum with the hammer, drum hammer, or you can say drum stick, the membrane, the sheet of the drum layer, there will be vibration in that seat. It will go up and down, up and down. If it is not possible to see that it is vibrating or not, just hammer the bell, sorry, not bell, just hammer the drum membrane, and just take few sand particles or few, you can say, mustard sheets, just put on that membrane of that drum sheet. You will see it is jumping. That means how? As because the drum sheet is vibrating, so those mustard seed is also jumping on that membrane. So student, that means here the sound that is creating is only because of the vibration of that drum sheet. Same way, a whistle, if you blow air in that whistle, a small round particles, or you can say a small piece of whatsoever seed or pebble is there inside the vessel, which move many times up and down inside that vessel, and its vibration create noise. Take a rubber band, stretch it, tell a friend to just pluck the rubber band, pull the rubber band and leave it. That rubber band will go up and down, and as soon as it will go up and down, that means it's vibration, doing vibration. And you could hear, when you bring it near your ear, you could hear a sound. If you go to the doctor for ear checking, there is a U-shaped article. He will hammer that, hammer it, that tongue, and just bring it closer to your ear. And that tongue, while vibrating, it creates a sound which you could hear. That also, it is confirmed that when it is vibrating, then only sound is produced, as well as the sound which is coming from our inside through our vocal cord. Our vocal cord, the membrane which is present here, as the air passes between it, that also vibrates, that also vibrates, and when it vibrates, it's creating sound. So student, sound always creates due to vibration of that object. So let's, sound need, now sound travels, just for example, while in the classroom, all the students are sitting here, and I am speaking, I am giving lecture whatsoever. The sound, the pressure of the air that is coming out, that the molecule which is present inside the air, that is hitting, coming out and striking in the air surrounding me. And as the molecule, that air pressure which comes out hits the outer air molecules, and slowly that molecules hit the other, that to next, that to next, and like this way the molecule goes on striking, and the air present up to the eardrum, the molecule present in that air gets on striking and striking and striking, and comes and strike on the eardrum, and that eardrum starts vibrating, and the sensation is taken to the brain, and we are able to listen that sound. That means here the sound is traveling by means of air molecules. If suppose that there is a wall, there are two rooms divided by separated by a wall between it. If your friend is on the other side of the wall and you are on the other side of the wall, if you're slowly tapping on the wall and your friend could hear that tapping sound in the next by side of that the room by the side of that wall, that means in that case the sound is traveling through the molecules that is present inside that wall. It is carrying through, it is going through a solid object. That means here the molecules which are the solid wall, the molecules present there is vibrating, and that sensation of vibration is passing from its one side of the wall to the other side of the wall, and your friend in the next room could hear the sound of tapping. That means here by the means of, you can say, any solid object the sound is traveling. If a alarm bell or ringing bell, take a bucket of water, put a alarm bell by setting an alarm, put it a waterproof watch, set an alarm, put it in the water tub, and when the time will for the alarm, just going to ring the alarm, you will hear the alarm sound coming out from inside the water. That means there it strike the water molecules, and that water molecules goes on striking, and that molecules while striking and striking the other, striking to other, hitting the other molecules in the, like this way that sound comes to the upper layer of the water, and from there starts the air. The water molecule hits the air molecules, and next the air molecules start hitting, and those molecules going on hitting, and molecule after molecule, molecule after molecules, those hits to each other molecules, and like this way they reaches the eardrum, and you could hear the sound of that ringing bell or alarm bell that is present inside the water. But what would happen, suppose that I have taken a bell jar, a glass, okay, I have put under that glass, I have put a bell, you can say a ringing bell. So this is a bell jar. It is made of glass. I have put an electric bell that run on battery with a remote. Suppose that at first there was, when I pressed the switch of that remote, the bell was ringing, and beside this bell there is air present. When that bell start ringing, it hits the outer air molecules, and that molecule hits to other molecules, that to other molecules, that to other molecules, that to other molecules, and like this way those vibrating molecules came and hit the wall of this glass, and that the molecules of that glass start vibrating, and that vibration is passed to the outer surface outside of that wall in the air, and like this way our ear could catch the sound. But if we have taken out the air present inside this bell jar by applying a suction pump, and we made the inside inner portion totally vacuum, means there is no air present in it, and when we switch on the remote, the bell will ring. We will see that yes, the bell is vibrating, but we can't hear the sound. The sound is not coming out. What happened to that? As because there is no air, so there is no any air molecules to carry the sound from inside the bell jar to outside. That's why The vibration could not be passed to the outside and we cannot hear the sound. That means sound needs medium to travel, either solid, liquid, or gaseous medium. If there is no any such medium present, then the sound will not be traveled, not pass from one side to other side. Okay? That means sound needs medium to travel. This is my next topic which I have explained you. First I told what is sound, how it is created by the help of vibration. Then I explained that sound travels by taking the help of certain medium. The medium I have told air, water, and solid medium. Now next to it, so vibration means anything that moves up and down or goes to and fro, means back and forth, doing again and again, repeating that work. That is called the vibration. So vibration depends on what factors? That's I'm going to explain. Now student, amplitude. Suppose this is a pendulum, this is a bob. The maximum displacement, suppose that this string with the bob has gone up to here. Okay. Or in this side it has came up to here. So this is the mean position in the beginning and this is the extreme position, means the exterior last end, the maximum last limit up to where this bob has gone. So this maximum length is called amplitude. The maximum length up to where the bob has gone, that is called the amplitude. And the time taken to complete what is oscillation? If this bob from its extreme position goes to other extreme position and return back to its first position, we say it had completed one oscillation. Okay, and the time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period. Again student, when this bob or you can say pendulum that is has been hanged, when we take to the extreme position and if we will leave from there, it will came after crossing the mean position, it will came up to extreme position and then it will again go back to extreme position. When it will come to its starting position, that we call one complete oscillation. And the time taken to complete one complete oscillation is called time period. Now student, frequency. In the given timing, suppose that in 1 minute, in the given timing, how much oscillation the pendulum has done, how much this action again and again going to and fro, this type of action, how much time it has done in one any particular given timing, how much oscillation is it has done, any same work, any repeating work that has been taking place in a given time, that is called the frequency. Okay student, so this pendulum in a given particular time, how much time it is going to and fro, how much time is coming in a given time. Suppose in 1 minute it has done 20 oscillation. Okay, that means 20 per minute, that is its frequency. Okay student, so student, today I have just explained you about, I have made you know about the sound. Few sounds are familiar to us, few which is unfamiliar to us. The familiar sound we could recognize it easily. Few sound are pleasant and few are unpleasant. The sound which we would like to listen is pleasant sound, just like sound of piano, harmonium, guitar, sitar. But few sound just like flying of aeroplane, okay, take off of aeroplane, work of heavy machinery parts, rubbing of heavy machinery parts, creating heavy noise. That is all sound, but that sound is not pleasant to us, and the unpleasant sound is called the noise. So, what is frequency? Okay, what is amplitude? This I have told you. What is time period? That I have explained you. I also explained that sound travels in a medium. If there is no medium, the sound will not travel because in vacuum the sound doesn't travels. So today, student, what the thing I have explained, by watching the video, you can clear your concept and meet in the next part of this video. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.